Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the media. I welcome you to this interaction. As is usual, we will begin with opening remarks by the two ministers. Subsequently, they will agree to answer a couple of questions. With that, I now invite the External Affairs Minister of India, Sri S.N. Krishna, to make his statement.
Your Excellency, Dr. the Honorable Arvin Boolell, friends from the media. I am delighted to have with me today the Prime Minister of Mauritius, Dr. Arvin Boolell, who is a good friend of India. Foreign Minister Dr. Arvin Boolell and I met on more than one occasion in the last 1 year. And I have just had an opportunity to interact with Dr. Boolell on a wide-ranging areas of mutual interest aimed at further expanding and strengthening the cordial ties that exist between India and Mauritius. We agree that the 11th meeting of the India-Mauritius Joint Commission on Economic, Scientific, Technical and Cultural Cooperation will be held at an early date in New Delhi. As part of the ongoing dialogue, we decided that the next meeting of the Joint Working Group on India-Mauritius Double Taxation Avoidance Convention will be held next month in Mauritius. We have agreed to fast track the utilization of the economic package of $250 million line of credit and $20 million grant announced by Government of India during the state visit of Prime Minister Navinchandra Ramgoolam. India has been and will always be committed to the safety and security of Mauritius. Piracy is an ever-expanding threat in the Indian Ocean region. We have decided to continue our joint efforts to fight this menace of piracy. India will also continue to assist Mauritius in surveillance of its exclusive economic zone as well as in hydrographic surveys. Bilateral ties between India and Mauritius are characterized by warmth, friendship and trust. These are multifaceted in content and comprehensive in nature. I am happy to note that our partnership has acquired a contemporary and vibrant character of encompassing cooperation in a multitude of areas. Honorable President of India paid a successful state visit to Mauritius in April this year and held talks with Mauritius leadership. Prime Minister of Mauritius, Dr. Ramgoolam, also paid a state visit to India in February this year. These visits contributed to further expanding and deepening our bilateral relations. India remains engaged with Africa at various levels and in a variety of sectors. Our relationship with African countries is long-standing. The implementation of the decisions arrived at the India-Africa Forum Summit is India's endeavor to provide a contemporary character to our traditionally close relationship with Africa. India looks forward to working closely with Mauritius to take our cooperation to even greater heights. Now
I invite the Mauritius Minister of Foreign Affairs to make his opening remarks.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. In fact, Your Excellency, you made my life very easy because there's not much left for me to say except to convey our heartfelt greetings and thanks to the people of the Republic of India, to the Prime Minister, to the President. And I convey to you greetings, fraternal greetings from the Prime Minister of the Republic of Mauritius and from the people of the Republic of Mauritius. Let me say again, we are grateful to India. Grateful because of the mutual understanding and supportive nature of a great relationship based on kinship, which of course we constantly translate into economic, social and cultural empowerment. And as His Excellency, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Shri has stated, we have discussed issues where we have commonality of interest, bilateral issues pertaining to security, maritime safety in the region, the relevance and importance of Mauritius as a springboard for outward investment from Indian entrepreneurs onto the African continent, how to take to greater heights Africa using Mauritius as a springboard, the relevance and importance of an organization which is gaining more momentum, which is hosted in Mauritius, and whose secretary of the organization is a great Indian diplomat, Mr. Bagheera, namely the Indian Ocean Rim Association Regional Cooperation. Of course, we are looking forward to attend the conference organized, the ministerial meeting organized by the Indian Ocean Rim Association Regional Cooperation, which is going to be held in November. There will be many issues which are going to be taken up and discussed. And as you know, one of the issues on which much attention was focused in Rio is the issue of green and blue economy. And Mauritius is positioning itself to become an ocean basket and an ocean market economy. And we want India, as usual, to be party to this new endeavor. And we, of course, are glad that the joint working group on double taxation of Governance Treaty will meet on the 22nd to 24th of August to address each other's concern. And on other bilateral issues, we are glad to report that the World Hindi Secretariat, which is hosted in Mauritius, is doing efficient work and propagating the values and merits of a great language, Hindi language. And I'm here also to follow up on the visit made by Prime Minister when he came for the state visit. And the other issue, of course, which we discussed or raised is the people-to-people contact, which is of vital importance for cultural enhancement. And of course, Mauritius is fully supportive of the stand for India to become a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. So we want to widen the circle of opportunities for our entrepreneurs at the level of private sector. We want to mobilize our people and make Mauritius the destination for onward investment into Africa, and also consolidate the visibility of India in our physical landscape. Thank you very much.
The two ministers have agreed to take a question also. The first question is by Siddharth Zarabi from CNBC.
Thank you very much, sir. Good afternoon. My question is to the Mauritius Foreign Minister. Sir, since 2006, India has been seeking renegotiation of the double taxation avoidance agreement, and having failed to get any success from Mauritius in this count, they have also gone ahead and invoked general anti-avoidance rules. What are your views on this, and can we actually hope for a breakthrough, at least from the comments that have appeared in today's newspapers, that we are willing to cede some ground on this matter? Thank you.
Let me make it quite clear that Mauritius favors substantive reform. When Prime Minister came to Delhi and met the Foreign Minister of Finance and Prime Minister, we submitted a series of proposals, and I'm glad that these proposals are being addressed. And in respect of issues of concern, we'll address them at the next joint working group. And as a distinguished member of the Indian team has stated, we want mutual benefits. And I also quote what the Prime Minister has stated, India will do nothing to harm the economic interests of Mauritius. We will never shortchange each other. We are a team. If ever there is room for improvement, we constantly will make the room for improvement. Of course, in respect and in compliance with best international practices.
Last question, Ajis Mohan, Telegram.
This is to Indian External Affairs Minister, and apologies for digressing from the issue at hand. Sir, you were earlier stated to travel to Islamabad to meet your Pakistani counterpart around 18th, 19th July, which had to be postponed because of the presidential elections. Has any specific date been decided over the last 2 days during foreign security talks?
Well, it's for certain that I will be traveling to Islamabad. There is a little, some problems with reference to the dates. We had agreed upon the 19th of July for me to travel to Islamabad, but at that point of time, we didn't realize that the presidential election was due to take place, the polling was due to take place on 19th. And it has become incumbent on my part to be in India as part of the electoral college. And now we have suggested to Pakistan that we'll have to think in terms of an alternate dates for my visit to Islamabad. And I think our nation is in touch with the government of Pakistan, and the Foreign Secretary of Pakistan is in Delhi, and then our Foreign Secretaries have met, and between them they will be finalizing the dates. And now we are looking for somewhere in the first half of September for me to visit Islamabad before the United Nations General Assembly.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. With that, we we come to the end of this interaction. Thank you very much.